Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another day of Scraptember combined with 30 days of sketches. Today's sketch is this lovely one from Paper Issues, and our prompt for Scraptember is rainbow. And I kind of went a little bit off on the rainbow and did rainbow fish. So hopefully that counts. And that cut file is kind of like a reverse rainbow if you consider all those bubbles and everything. But yeah, I didn't really go with the exact rainbow, but kind of if you turn the sketch upside down, the fishy cut file kind of has that same arc to it. So I'm going with that, and then plus I've got the rainbow fish, so I'm calling it good. So I apologize, I do not know where this cut file is from. I cut it more than a year and a half ago, and I went back and did try to find it in my email, but I don't see where it is, and so I don't know who it's from. So my sincerest apologies. If somebody knows, you can drop that in the comments down below, and if it's something that you really have to know, I will do a little bit more digging and see if I can find it. But my initial search did not come up with anything. So what I am doing here is I'm using this fishy paper, and I'm kind of washing out the fish, if you will, just kind of making them a little lighter. And I am doing that by using some paper glaze in white, and I'm just smudging it around on my paper. And I've seen a lot of people do this with either white gesso or acrylic paint or whatever, but I didn't have any of that with me, so I just decided to use my paper glaze. I'm using what is with me because I did this while I was at a retreat. And then I am going to go over it with some Vicki Boutin iridescent creative effects, and then I will go over it again with some mint hydrangea paper glaze, just because I kind of want to make it a little bit more opaque and less transparent. And I wanted to kind of change the color to blend more with the blue a little bit. So the mint hydrangea is a little bit more green than blue, but it's so light in color that you can't really tell. And then I will go over it with some shimmers. And so when it's all said and done, I don't know that you can see any of those colors on it because the colors are so light, but it does help to wash out the background. Now, the backing of the fish cut file, I did not record that because I know a lot of people do videos on how to back a cut file. If that's something you don't know how to do and you want to know how to do it, you can drop me a note down below, and I will either link you up with someone who has that kind of a cut file, or I will show you how to do that on my channel at some point in the near future. I just basically used all scrap paper out of my bin to do the fishies, and then those bubbles, I used this iridescent tape, and you're going to see me use it a little bit later, but I took a piece of white cardstock and I covered it with this iridescent washi type tape, and then I cut out those bubbles and backed it just like I would any other kind of cut file. So this is the mint hydrangea paper glaze, and I'm just kind of smooshing it on there with my paintbrush, trying to wash it out just a tiny bit more. I like the way that it's looking, and I like that it kind of has that iridescent underwatery kind of shimmer to it. And then here I am with the blue shimmers, and I think I am using Witch's Blue. I could be wrong on that, but I believe it is Witch's Blue. Some of the colors in that dark blue are very similar, like Lapis Dance and Witch's Blue are fairly similar. So I can't read the top of the lid on my screen, but I'm pretty sure it is Witch's Blue. Okay, and I am doing it super light. As you can tell there, I've got a lot of water in my brush. I don't want it on really dark, and I like the way that it's coming together. While I finish that, I'll remind you that there are so many people playing along with Scraptember and 30 Days of Sketches. All of their links are down below in my description box, so you can go ahead and check them out. We've got people playing along weekly, daily, just whenever they can. So, you know, if you don't see a video for the same day on their channel, it could be that they're just playing along weekly or whenever they can. So go and check them out, give them a little bit of love. There's tons of inspiration. It's been a lot of fun. I've been really enjoying this, and I hope that you have too. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up that watercolor basically. So to use those shimmers, I just take my spritzer bottle and I spray some water in there and let it kind of soften up. And then I love this paintbrush. It is a watercolor brush with like faux squirrel hair, and and it holds a lot of water. It's kind of like a mop, and I really like it because I can kind of load it up with water and color and then get those bigger droplets. Now, if you don't want the big droplets, then you should maybe try a fan brush or a smaller brush with less water. But this one, I definitely wanted the larger droplets. So I like how that's looking. I took my photos apart. They were printed on my selfie printer, 2 on a 4x6. So they are roughly a little bit smaller than 3x4 because of that white border. And that is basically Noah, and he is fishing in the bathtub. They have a kid's fishing set. They have like magnetic tips or lips on the fish, and he's got his little fishing pole, and he's fishing. He's not in the bathtub. He's just standing there, and I think he's in a pair of shorts and with his shirt off, and he's fishing maybe before he gets a bath, or maybe just to play. You never know with his mommy. So sometimes it is just a play. So here's that iridescent washi tape. You can see that I cut out my title with a pink foam in the background, and I didn't really like it. It was too pink. And so I decided to do it with this green. And so I am laying down that iridescent tape on top of the foam, and then I am going to run it through this little die cut machine. This is from Altenew, I believe. It is not my machine. I borrowed it from MK Gun, and we were at the same retreat together, and purposefully we are sitting near each other because we do like to hang out. And so she brought the little machine for me to use, so I didn't have to bring mine. So we kind of tried to team up with what we were bringing so we didn't duplicate a lot of large items. And that helps a lot when you're going to a retreat. You have less to carry. So my title is Let's Go Fishin', and I'm just using these alpha dies from Tim Holtz, and I purchased those at Hobby Lobby when they had Tim Holtz stuff 40% off, which they currently do have his stuff 40% off. My Hobby Lobby is kind of picked over at the moment, but you know, your Hobby Lobby might still have some of these. The nice thing about this die set is it comes with multiple A's and E's and several of the other letters that you use quite a bit together, like S's. And so it's really nice because I could just cut the entire title with one pass. I didn't have to rerun I's and S's. And so that was really cool. It makes it a lot faster. And I really like the way it's coming out. So the sticky part of the foam is sticky part up so that it definitely holds that tape, because the tape on the foam does not hold well. So I definitely wanted to make sure it would stay stuck. And then I'm just using my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to adhere the title down. And I set my large acrylic block over the top of it while it dries. Now I have some tiny tile alphas here in that green strip. And that's from Paper Tray Ink. They no longer make that set anymore, which is a real big bummer because it's an awesome set. And I've had so many people ask me about it, and I'm sorry, but they are no longer making it. Last time I checked, you could still get the some of the stamps, but you couldn't get the die any longer. And the die is what makes it so cool, because all of the letters stay together, and they're perforated, so you can just pop them off of that little strip. So I put those onto a little strip of paper, and then I can move each word around much easier, and I really like how that's looking. So basically the title says, "Let's go fishing in the tub." And I'm liking how it looks. I'm not doing a whole lot of embellishing. I am going to leave that white little oval above the photo, but I'm also adding this flare from Dottie About Flare. So Adam sent me this stuff. It's awesome. I did order some, but he sent me a little bit extra, so thank you, Adam, for that. The flare is amazing. I really like it because it's not thematic. I could just pull in the colors that I wanted. I don't have to, you know, be concerned about whether it's camping or about dogs or whatever else. I do like that kind of flare also, but I like the addition of having this really universal flare that I can use anywhere as long as the color matches. And so I pulled in these green ones to kind of highlight the color of the title. And I know that the title is a little bit hard to see on the screen, but when you move it around, it's iridescent and it picks up all the light, and so it's really not hard to read in person. And I did have a hard time photographing the still shots for this because of the reflection of all of that iridescent tape. So hopefully you kind of bear with the still shots at the end. I did try to do as the best job I could. And then I had these, actually I did not have these tiny phrase stickers. I borrowed a set of phrase stickers from MK, and she was kind enough and generous to allow me to steal a few. And so they were perfect. I think she got them in her Not Just for Boys kit, because they're, the sayings on them are not like any other sayings I've seen. And I think it, if I remember correctly, that's what it said on the sticker sheet, that it was from the Kit Club. I could be wrong on that. It could have been one of her other ones, but they had these really nice masculine sayings, and so, or boyish sayings. So I really liked that. So thank you, MK, for supplying me with those and for letting me use all of your goodies at our retreat. I had such a great time, and I miss you already, friend. So I'm just adding that little green strip of paper to the top of the photographs, and then I'm pretty much done. So there is the still shot. Like I said, a lot of reflection. My apologies for that. When you get to the other stills, you'll be able to see them just a little bit better. Oh, I did add googly eyes to those fishies. I thought they were super cute. I do believe there was another little cutout for the darkest, or the fishy with the biggest eye. He had some additional circles that were cut, but I didn't have them with me for whatever reason. So I added the googly eyes, and they worked out perfectly. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be back again tomorrow with another one, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.